I don't know if you can see this, but my hair is purple right now. I got a little thrown off because I did a Sunday video, and so in my mind I was like, I did a video this week, and then I realized, no, it is Monday, and you still have a video to do. So this week we are talking about our 10 life rules to live by. There's so many random rules I have, but I wanted to focus on some big. Number one for me is to laugh, like always. Like in situations where you should be crying, just laugh. Like it fixes so many things. And sometimes things just happen in my life that I'm like, I could be upset and I could be angry, but like it happened, it's done. Like it's over, it's done is my life motto because once it happens, it's over and all you can do is move forward and laughing makes that easier. Number two, get lost as often as possible. I've learned this on tour. Some of the coolest things or the best people you meet honestly have been from just going on adventures, going on little adventures, whether that's going to a town that you've never been and just like wandering around for a few hours or going on a road trip. There are a million different ways to get lost, but I suggest doing it. Number three, when in doubt, bite your tongue. Sometimes I get very upset about things or I just want to talk things out and I can talk them to death. And sometimes you just have to, here's the way I think about it. Like, if you want to go on a huge bitch fest and talk about someone because it's upsetting you right now and it's bothering you right now, you have to realize that you don't always know who's listening. You don't always know how they feel about the situation, and you don't always know what they're likely to say. So you have to figure out what is worth saying as opposed to what is worth writing in a journal. Number four, don't be afraid to say you're sorry. If you do or say something that hurts someone that you care about, just say you're sorry. Like you can mean an apology without necessarily being sorry for what you said or what you meant, but being sorry for the way that you said it or the way that you went about it or the way that that person took it. Number five, expect from other people what you expect of yourself. If you expect yourself to be a good person, to not hurt other people, to show up to things on time, then you should expect it of people that you let into your life. And I don't think that's selfish. Um, you need to have standards for people that you surround yourself with. Not ridiculous standards, but just like common courtesy and also just people not sucking. Number six, give second chances. I would say even give third chance. Give a million chances. I say fight for a friendship or a relationship up until the point where the bad outweighs the good, or where like to the point where like where it exhausts you. Like it you can't be, I don't know, happy around that person. It also goes with number seven, which is don't be afraid to make cuts. Sometimes it's okay to have someone in your life for a certain amount of time, and that's for a certain reason. And it doesn't always make sense to, I don't know, try to make that more or go longer than it should. And I think that's just part of growing up and like growing apart. And I think that people aren't always good for each other at the same time. I mean, that can change in the future. Like I've had people that I needed to break away from for a few days, a few months, a few years, and then like we came back together and we could actually be better friends or understand each other better, but at that time it wasn't the right thing. Number eight, get a journal. Like honestly, write everything down, and it doesn't have to be some huge monologue that you go on in every entry as if someone's ever going to read it. Like write down lists, write down thoughts, write down moments, just write down everything because you will be amazed when you go back in a few weeks, in a few months, a few years, and you see how much you've changed or how far you've come or what was important to you then or what you focused on then as opposed to what you focus on now. And I think that it's just a good way of figuring yourself out and also seeing kind of your progress as a human being. Number nine, every so often turn off your computer. Turn off your phone. Disappear. Like and everyone on this channel knows this. Sometimes I turn my phone off for like a week. And I just don't answer it. I don't talk to anyone. I don't tell anyone what's happening because I need a break. And being on tour, being away from the computer, not always having internet, not always having those things, it's nice to go out and live life. just kind of be off in the world and sometimes be in your own head, not feel like you have to constantly be reliving things and being verbal and explaining yourself to people, but just kind of taking time for yourself. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think that everyone should do it. Finally, number 10 for me, which has become a big thing, is spend half the time talking about the things you want to do as you spend actually doing them. People who talk about the things that they want to do, you know, tend to be the ones that do just that, which is talk. Um, I think like you put it out there and you work it out and you discuss things and you talk to your friends, and that's all good. Put it out in the universe. But I think at a certain point you have to actually start doing things. And you have to realize that you're not going to go like overnight to something that you imagine in your head. You have to take baby steps. And that could take a few weeks, that could take a few years, that could take, you know, a lifetime. But you have to start actually making moves forward and realize that the tiniest little thing that you do is part of kind of that big step that you take. A lot of people want to go on tour, or a lot of people want a better paying job, or a lot of people want to spend more time with their family. And I think that you can't expect that to happen unless you start figuring out how to make that happen. Like, no one's ever going to work for you or love you as much as you do for yourself. And you can't rely on other people to make things happen for you. Like, you have to be the one that says, I want this, so I'm going to take this little step forward to make this happen. But yeah, those are my 10 rules to live by. I can't wait to see what the rest of you girls are saying. And I will be home on Thursday. I'm so excited and so tired, but I miss you all. And also, my hair is purple. So